welcome back. Thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today we're gonna get into it. We're pulling a 2JZ engine and a manual transmission. So for our 2JZ NAT manual swap on the 300ZX, we're gonna get all the parts today. I'm gonna show you how we can do that. Gotta do some work, so let's get to it. First thing we're gonna do today is we're sourcing our manual gearbox that we can mount up to our 2JZ and in. It's not a direct mount, but I'm gonna tell you how we can do it. It's coming out of this 06 Pontiac Solstice. Now, all of these Pontiac Solstice were manual transmission, and sure, it's a GM car, but the transmission was made by ASIN. And if you know who ASIN is, they're a Toyota parts supplier. And the bell housing, even more importantly, on this transmission is removable. And they make a 1JZ bell housing that you can bolt right up to it. So that's awesome. And 2006 and older are the transmission you want to target for your JZ swap. Now this one, we're lucky they're about to crush this row. So this whole row right here is all getting refreshed, and next they're gonna crush this row. So we're here to save this transmission today. This just has a 4-cylinder engine, and it looks like it's already been sitting here for a while. People have been messing with it. It's halfway out of there. And there's our beauty right there, our manual transmission by ASIN, Toyota supplier. See where the bell housing comes off. We're gonna sell that bell housing and put a 1JZ bell housing on this to put it on any of our project cars. Then we just have to disconnect the drive shaft and like one bolt, and this thing's ready to pull. So we're gonna go underneath, and then the good thing is we just need to cut this transmission. The brace is already gone, and honestly it'll be ready to pull out. Oh, this thing's already disconnected. We're already disconnected. We don't have to do it. I think that's it. I think we're good to go. Even easier than I thought. Everything's all ready to go. It's just a matter of cutting all the lines off. It's this line is literally going to be scrapped. They're scrapping this line, and this one is literally next. I'm so glad I came out here today to grab this because they will clear it out quickly. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We got to look at our engine. She's all ready to pull. We got our safety, our belt for 7. Come on, boys. I've been working out, but I don't think I can do it, dude. We need some help.
Separate the transmission.
I honestly just need the transmission. Yeah. It's the shifter's kind of cocked. Let me move it a little bit.
You want me to put it down right here? You want it out there in the open a little
Whatever is easiest for you guys to come swing back around.
It's up to
I'm
you.
good either way. Right here is fine with me.
Alright, you got it.
Down a little bit.
Whatever you want, brother. Alright, cool.
All right, boys, here's a look at our transmission and engine all pulled out. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing unbolted. And then look, this is the best thing. This bell housing comes off, I think we can just put a 2J bell housing right on there. Boom, if you know, you know. All right, guys, a quick look at our AR5 transmission. I don't know if I've been saying that or saying something else, but this is the AR5 Solstice transmission from ASIN that comes on the Pontiac Solstice. This one's off of an 06. All right, guys, so here is our 2001 IS300. Now, this thing was wrecked, and it's got one of my favorite engines in it, the 2JZ. Someone's obviously been here. They're taking off some stuff. I'm not too worried about what's missing. What I really want is that bottom sump, the block, the head, and it's got a cool set of headers on it as well. And of course, the wiring harness. And then you see this, somebody like this car. They put some new, it's a brand new. Then this thing was smashed in the rear. Now we've got our 2JZ. We just picked up our AR5 manual transmission, which we can put a 1 UZ bell housing on, and then we can bolt it up right to something like this. So I'm gonna get this engine pulled out of here. Let's get to work. All right, I think she's about ready to come out. This is 2J. She's all dropped back. We lowered the transmission. Everything for the most part's disconnected. It was nice somebody came in here and disconnected some stuff for us. Let's take a peek underneath the car. Oh, you got the exhaust all cut away. The transmission's leaned back. This thing should just slip out when they pull it out. We're gonna call them and get this thing going, but this is where we're at.
Set it back down, get separated. Okay.
All right, here's a look at our 2J all pulled off. We're gonna go ahead and, you know the deal, we're gonna separate the transmission here and get this thing cleaned up. All right, guys, she's all broken apart there, and we're ready to rock and roll. They're gonna come pick this up, send it up the hill. Then we're gonna have some more 2J parts. I've got a couple plans for this motor. Of course, number one is always parts. Number two is we might have something planned with the 2J coming up in the garage, and we're gonna pretty much build one, put it together. And I've got a lot of parts, so check that out. But it's gonna be a project coming. I'm sure you can see from the titles of the videos, some different stuff going on. All right, guys, hold on a second, because we have two IS300s out here. Another 2J. This one was wrecked in the front. The other one was wrecked in the rear. This one's a little bit more complete. Somebody still came in here and fucked up all my shit right there. But for the most part, we're pretty good. So it's complete. Anytime I see a running wrecked car, that if the car's been wrecked, it was obviously driving to be wrecked. So the motor should be good, but I mean, obviously we're missing a lot of components and it's broken. But here's a look at our wrecked IS300. We're about to pull 2J number 2. So we're pulling 2 2Js and an AR5 transmission today. 2J swap is well on the way here. Our NAT turbo at 2J coming right up. The steering wheel on this car is actually great. I really think I should grab this steering wheel, guys. This Lexus 3-spoke wheel is just beautiful. All black. I know a lot of people want that. And usually they're not in this good condition. I mean, it's a little chewed up right here, but it could be a lot worse. It's used to what I'm seeing here. This one is an 04 IS300. Don't know how many miles was on this one, but they came and got it, boys.
Are you taking that tranny?
No.
Yo, you guys, that was awesome. This thing had a bunch of stuff in the back that was all caught up on there. We got her one, dude. We got it out of there, no problem. 6-minute engine pull, that's my favorite. I feel like we were just here doing this, but same thing, we're gonna drop this transmission off of here. Here's our very untouched 2JZ engine. The other one had headers and, you know, they had done all kinds of stuff. But I don't know, should I put it on time lapse? You can't tell me now. Comment in the video down below. Comment, we'd like time lapse or not. I feel like some of this stuff is boring, but there it goes up the hill. Yo, so check this beauty out. They just dumped this third Mark III Supra out here. Before you get all, it is an automatic, non-turbo, but somebody was in the middle of rebuilding this bad boy. I almost am like, dude, we gotta just take this 7M just cause look at that, dude. It looks like it's freshly clean. Somebody was in a project and they abandoned it. Well, the poor car ended up out here. This is pretty clean. I don't even see Supras this clean for sale, let alone in the junkyard. The last one that they had out here was totally gutted, terrible. This one's in pretty decent shape for what it is. It's got, oh, look at that. This is the newer steering wheel. Nice. This airbag is probably worth a fortune. The Supra airbag. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. I just saw that. Anyways, there's a tote of parts in the back. This has a ton of good parts. A ton of good parts. Never know what you're gonna find out here. I am like straight up tired and ready to go. So we're gonna wrap this up for the day, get these engines loaded up and get out of here. Well, so it was a pretty successful day, guys. 2 2Js and that AR5 transmission, which it's basically the updated W54 or W158 or whatever it is. So we've got some stuff now. What those 2Js and that transmission is kind of for me, kind of for a project I have coming down the road, or at least want to do. It always costs a lot of money, and obviously it's easy for me to kind of come across these parts, and when I do, I can pick them up. But the more expensive part is getting all the pieces. The little certain pieces usually cost, like, to do that transmission swap is like $2,000. And you know, we got the transmission for 150 bucks today, so we still have a long ways to go. That's why I buy like 2 of these 2J motors, because that's what I do, and then we'll sell some parts and then start piecing together a 2JZ for me for my project car. Because what I'd like to do is the next step on the 300ZX. I'm kind of over the VG30 motor. It's just so specifically, just all the problems that people have with that motor, I'm kind of like seeing it. Like, it's overly complicated for no reason, really. And the 2J is just a little bit more fun. It's a funner project, I feel like, to do. To put a 2J there is not gonna see that. Sure, there's twin turbo 300ZXs, yeah, we got it. And always the original goal with the 300ZX was to get just the Nissan factory twin turbo motor and put that in, but they just got so expensive that I was just over it. I've been doing this for a long time, and I remember just not that long ago they used to be cheaper, and now they're like 3 times as much money, so I'm just kind of over it. And then looking at turbocharging the NA one, it just kind of seemed like a good idea, but then it's so certain, like specific, that you can do less work on like a 2J and make more power. So that was just kind of my thoughts on that. And it's like a funner swap, and do all this work just to have an NAT 300ZX VG30. Like, I don't know. It's just me. I'm sure that's gonna hurt some people's feelings, but it's all so far down the line that nothing's happening now. I'm just accumulating parts and then we're selling them. So if you need any 2JZ parts, hit me up, because I sell a ton of those. Like we just sold a crank the other day out of one of the other motors that I pulled. Sold a head off of the other one, so that's why 2 of these popped up in here. I was like, we gotta go get both of them because I'm running out of parts. So we bought some more, and I have 4 blocks right now and 3 cranks, so we can start putting together something for me. Somebody is going to buy one of the blocks and crank a short block assembly supposedly, and then those oil sumps that are on the 2J always sell. But whatever, that's what we got going on, kind of. Now I gotta find out room for all this stuff. You guys want to support the channel? If you want to either like support the 2J swap and the 300ZX or whatever, go down and buy a t-shirt. And I don't know, I'm tired, I'm done talking.